Unfortunately, Yogg won't be able to make it today, but he will still be with us in our hearts. Let's move on to the adventure.
And bellies.
Welcome,
everyone. He cooks food. I don't know.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Curse of Strahd.
Hi.
Hello.
Well.
Hi.
Last we left off, everybody is turning in for the night. Last I checked, unless anybody had any last things to say, you could either go over to some of these camps and maybe talk with some of these people or wander off. I guess the night is yours.
Oh, I just was going to ask them if they had noticed anything behind this, if they had checked out those weird grave things or whatever they were behind the mill.
Well, I can't say we have had much time to do some exploring around here.
Okay. Sounds good. That's all I want to know.
Chance will check in with Nyla and Zhana and be like, so you and Hilde gonna go check, you guys checking the thing?
I mean, we probably should.
Yeah.
Before she goes to sleep again.
Yeah. It's not far. Do you think we all should go, or should maybe Yogg and I can set up camp here?
Maybe you and Yogg can set up camp here, that way. Because I think we left the carts back down the hill just a little
We'll
bit.
be able to pull them up, provided we don't get lost on the way.
Meanwhile, you hear Ez and Hilde laughing at some dumb joke that one of them told.
Oh no, we're drunk.
Maybe me and Nyla can check it out first, or at least set up a pathway so it would be easier for Hildegard to get down there.
You guys should listen for me screaming really loud if we get in trouble, and then you better be over here. You scream. Okay.
I'll be there in a jiffy.
Yay.
Well, I'm going to turn in. Good night, everyone.
Oh, good night. It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you, too. Zhana, was it?
Yes. And you're Lavinia, yeah?
That's right. And Lavinia goes to sleep. Go on, Taryn. I like to stay up. You know how it is. All right. And Taryn bids you all a good night. And Killian's going to sit by the fire for a bit.
Yeah, Chance is definitely going to spend most of this night kind of shooting the shit with him and sharing stories, hearing stories.
Oh, yeah. Killian's got stories.
Yeah. So does Chance. So they're going to talk about the smuggling days and and he'll running the blockades in and
he describes himself as a bit of a duelist, and he'll talk about this one time he got into a duel, and there was this, they were on a cliff, and their blades were locking, singing together, wah, 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 and it's like, you guys do your thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go tell Hilde where we're going first. That way
she might want to come with us too, but yeah, for sure. Let's go.
We're going to Hildegard.
Hilde!
And then as you guys approach, Ezmerelda says, and then I said, onions, I barely knew her.
Hilde spits out the gulp of wine she had, like she's laughing and she just spits out the wine.
And Ezmerelda and Hilde are almost as obnoxious as the Vistana, who are like, and there's loud music at this point. You guys approach.
Are you two having fun?
Yeah, we're good. What's up?
Well, we were going to check out what's behind the windmill right now.
And Ez is like, oh, right.
Shit.
Right. Like, Ez starts snickering.
Oh my gosh. I hold my hand. Oh, go ahead.
Hilde tries to stand up, but she steps on her poncho and trips.
Oh god.
Ezmerelda's like, ha ha ha, and like helps you up, and she stumbles a little too. That bottle's empty.
Do you think Zhana might hear for us?
Yeah, maybe you guys should Do you want to?
Wait, I got. And she tries to look serious, but she's gone. And what do I have? I have a spell.
You have this. We've got this, right? She hears serious voice.
Oh, serious all over the.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I have a spell. I don't know if I want to use it, but I have a spell, and I can remove the drunkenness if we're going to do something serious.
Oh, you can? What? I want that.
Oh, what spell?
Sounds very convenient.
I think.
You just do
Oh
that
shit!
whenever you want.
Oh shit! Actually, I'm not sure. Well, I think you accepted it last time, Grace. Lesser restoration.
Yeah, I'll accept it.
Oh, I don't have that spell prepared.
Well, I do, but it's gonna cost me 2 spells. 2 spells.
2 whole spells. You heard her. 2 whole spells. Like she holds up the number 2 to the other Vistana, and they're like, 2 whole spells. 2 whole spells, and they start chugging.
Oh my gosh.
Guys,
I feel like I'm
Hilde's like,
working at the bar all over again.
Hilde's like, hey, shut up. We're trying to be.
And they're like, oh yeah, shh.
But she like shouts it. Like stage whisper, but it's a shout.
The worst part about the Vistana, Nyla, they're a giant gypsy frat party at night.
Maybe you should cast that spell.
I look at Ezmerelda. Are you coming with us?
I'm coming with you through thick and thin, and she like clasps you on the arm like drunken buddies do.
Okay, well that's 2 lesser restoration spells for me and Ezmerelda.
All right. So you cast the spell twice on yourself, and you both kind of had this awesome moment where you guys are like the bestest friends ever, and as you guys kind of sober up, you remember there was a bit of tension in the air, but it's whatever. But yeah, you're back to being professional. Yeah, Ezmerelda straightens up, you straighten up. Yeah.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wish you guys could have had more fun.
Well, I'm gonna need a drink after this, so let's go.
That's true. I'll join you after. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. I told Chance and Yogg I will scream so loud if something happens, and so they're gonna be listening.
Meanwhile, Chance is having a bromance with Killian over there, and Yogg is like listening in.
Well,
all right, let's go.
Head over.
Yeah. So we're gonna go down the cliff.
Which way do you go? Do you go around the way of the Vistana, or do you go around the way of the Barovians?
Maybe Barovians.
All right. You all walk through a destitute camp. Father Donovich sees you all as you walk by. He says nothing. And one of the Barovians is even, as you kind of excuse yourself, it's a destitute sight. Everybody's shivering, everybody's cold by the campfire. Some are cuddling together for warmth. And there's just this woman who sobbing incessantly. And this one is like, you know, trying to make what he can of the situation, and you walk by. Unless you want to stop.
Nope.
We can ask them when we finish.
Nyla will look like sad, but like not that they said that, but more just like pity at them. But we'll keep walking. We're on a mission right now.
All right. So, you travel a ways. You eventually find that cliff. It's way over here. It's a little farther than what this map relays it to be. Somewhere deep in the darkness below. By the way, you have no light source now.
Should I make light, or... Well, actually, I do have produce flame, so I can make that to be a little bit more discreet instead of daylight.
Sure.
So I will concentrate on produce flames to make a torch.
You hold the fire in your hands. Here, let me help. She tacks her finger, and she's going to take a bit of damage. 4 points of damage. And she mutters something, and you see her work her blood magic on the edge of her hatchet, and it lights up like a torch.
Whoa, that's super cool.
Oh.
Now, for those of you who are familiar with magic, blood magic is a dark and dangerous thing. Why Ezmerelda has it, you don't know, but she helps with the light. There are no staircases down. It is simply a drop.
Mm.
And do I see the obelisk or something?
You know it's there. You feel it sing to you in your soul.
I mean, yeah.
Can you make light? Because if you focus on light, I can probably make a ladder of spider webs going down.
I can. Wow. I just.
I heard
started
that!
speaking French. I was gonna start speaking French.
Oh, I've never heard that accent before.
Sorry, that was celestial. I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh.
Fancy.
God damn it. Yeah, I can cast light on whatever. I guess I can cast light on my. I'm gonna cast it on my holy symbol.
The symbol of Ravenkind gleams with this beautiful light.
Oh, that one. Okay, sure.
Oh, I don't know which one you're
I forgot I had that one, but that's cool.
It was the one that's on you. And it glows. It glows like a small sun, but not with yellow light. Red light. Almost more ominous that way. And in the red light, it takes away the color in the area. Zhana, you create a ladder of spider web, is that right?
Yes, I'll wild shape into the wildest shape of a spider and a giant spider, and then I will make a ladder of webs going down the cliff.
Zhana, as you build this ladder going down the cliff, far be it from you to not notice things. Surrounding that obelisk in the distance, it seems to be a trail of fog. It just slowly cyclones in like a 20-foot radius around this site.
Okay.
And you climb back up, and the spider is back, and it doesn't help that Zana's a giant spider, and everybody goes, ah! Like, for a second, seeing it crawl out of the effing darkness.
I do like a little spider wave, and I kind of like point down. Like, good to go. If a spider can give thumbs up, they would.
Thank God spiders have fuzzy paws, otherwise y'all would have freaked.
So I
They
kind
have
of
the
like,
cutest little toes.
They do.
I gesture like an Italian man. With like one set of arms, because I have multiple arms right now.
You gotta go down
And
there.
I kind of like gesture.
Hilde, I reckon that's all you. Do you want us to
She
go
takes
down with you?
Stay close. And she starts going down the ladder.
I'll start going down with my spider form.
I will also go.
You guys head down the cliff. You see the sight I have described before to Zhana. 20-foot radius of clear air and a thick fog just slowly cycloning around this source. The obelisk stands. In the darkness, you can barely make it out, but thanks to the red light and the torches that your friends produce, you can see it glistening there. Polished black stone. Bones surround it. These dead things, shiny and white. And the trees themselves seem to narrowly avoid it and give it a small radius as well, but that fog carries well into the forest. And this area is devastatingly quiet. You can't even hear the murmur from up top. What do you do?
I gesture for the others to stay back a little, and I start walking towards it.
Ez nods and you start to approach. You come to the strange obelisk, this strange 8-foot structure of solid black onyx. Dirt cakes the bottom, but it is otherwise polished and very clean. There are some strange symbols inscribed in it, kind of like an Egyptian, the Egyptian walls. Hieroglyphics, something strange. But there in the center, facing you, looking you square in the eye, is that strange symbol you'd seen. It was that eye with eyelashes of black feathers, and those 3 long, draping triangles falling from the lower lash. It whispers to you, and your urge to dig compels you here.
I get on all fours and start digging. I look at the others and I'm like, help me with this, and I start digging.
You look back, the others are not there.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh.
A raven flies down onto the obelisk structure, and it clicks as it watches you curiously as you push through bones and dirt, and you start digging. And you dig through this earth, your fingernails just clawing at this dry, barren, ashen earth. And you hear that voice again, Hilde, but this time you can make out the words. So benighted by your fright, tell us, little lost soul, what are you afraid of?
Just through 3 gritted teeth, she just like, get out of my head, and keeps digging.
Why do you forsake us? Sake us.
She stops. Who are you?
I'm here to help you, child of morning. And Hilde, after you've been digging for some time now, you uncover a strange object, almost as if this object was speaking to you the whole time. It's a dirty lantern with lightly silver-laced glass and an imposing black iron design for the frame. 4 sides to it. There in the center is a tallow candle, stouted by fire and age. Looking around now, you pull your eyes from the point of your earthly obsession, this lantern, all this time, and you now notice that the hole is much bigger around you, rectangular, 3 feet deep, and you sit in the center of it, holding this lantern. Looking up, a giant white serpent with a crown, kind of like a zip tie headpiece like you see at Burning Man, of white gold, snakes down from this 8-foot obelisk and looks at you. Its eyes are albino red, and a forked tongue, black as the obelisk, tastes the air. This thing is easily just as big as that snake from the Jungle Book, how it was woven in the trees. Just this massive thing. And its body kind of weaves into the trees a similar way. It speaks to you in a strangely similar voice like you've been hearing for weeks. Child of morning, you've come to the place.
Who are you?
I am one such known to this place. You see, this is a place where even the dead go to die. But few can find their way. I am one such that can help you in this place. Many have lost their way. Many have lost their ties. I can give you something until you return to the light. Child of morning.
I don't understand what you're saying.
If it is your wish, this light will be your guide. The lost will find its flame. But be warned, You must never let it go out, or all will be lost to the darkness.
What's in there for me? Why do I feel the way I do? Why was I drawn here?
Don't you know? Child of morning.
Why are you calling me like that?
You are one of her feathers, are you not? Not. He says child of morning, as in to mourn the dead.
Oh shit, okay.
You are not the first, nor will you be the last to enter this place. They call me Sharon here, and I oversee the dead.
She stands up. Gets a little closer to the snake.
It lets you, and it lowers its head so it can look at you. More on eye level, but it's still kind of leaning down towards you. This is a godless place, child of morning. It was only a matter of time until your ties are severed. But do not be alarmed. I can still help you navigate your way through this place. And this is your way to do it. He gestures to the lantern.
What will it do?
Guide the lost. Many die in this place every day. Souls wander, trapped for eternity. Guide them to this flame, and if it is your wish, you may feed it to appease its appetite. Free them, feed them, the choice is yours, but never let the flame go out, or you too will be lost in this place. Hilde, here's the laydown. If what he is saying is true and Barovia is truly a godless place, your powers will continue to wither and die the longer you stay here. However, this seems to be yet another opportunity. Should you accept this bargain, you may yet travel a new path and your powers may come back to you. A lantern be your guide, but at the price of a light. Keep that candle lit, and so too will your powers stay intact. Lost souls will guide to this candle's light source, and if you choose to feed a soul to the fire, things will happen to your benefit. But you can simply keep them here to guide them out when you eventually find your way out of Barovia. The choice is yours.
This is gonna be the third time that I try to put my faith in something that I don't understand.
The snake comes down before you, and you step back as it takes another form. Sharon is my name. You see a man, the Black Knight. They say death does ride a pale horse after all. Are you not one of hers? So too you are one of mine.
Sharon.
You've heard tales of Sharon. You've never known his name, but you recognize this. He is the ferryman of the River Styx, down in the underworld, and a guider of lost souls. 2 silver is his price.
And if I don't do that, my powers will just wither away eventually.
He nods.
Doesn't leave me with much of a choice, does it? And I light the lantern. I don't know if that's how it works.
Sure. A match, a wave of your hand, what have you. You accept the deal. And the lantern comes to life. The candle lights with a ghostly blue fire, and it casts a dim blue light in a 5-foot radius of you, Hilde. There are parting words in your mind. Be it feather or bone, death will always call you home. And suddenly, Hilde, you no longer stand in a shallow grave. You hold a lantern with a blue light spilling upon this black onyx obelisk. And all of your spells come rushing back to you. In addition, whenever your allies stand in the light of this lantern, they gain the effects of the guidance cantrip, and this ability can be used as a reaction 3 times per day.
Nice. Okay.
So in the middle of battle, if someone's trying to do a handle animal or something, or navigate or stealth, and they're in this blue light, which, for the sake of stealth, because it's blue, it's very dim light. You can use your reaction to give them a 1d4.
I'm just gonna stand there for a second, lay my hand on the obelisk.
It doesn't feel cold.
Is the raven still there?
Yeah. It's clicking at you.
She bows her head a little to it and walks back.
It clicks back, and the fog moves aside and lets you pass. Zhana, Nyla, you're looking for your friend who disappeared in the fog, ready to just jump out and see if, something needs to be done. And as soon as she left, she comes back. It felt like 5 minutes, maybe. Guided by a blue light. Well, how was it? How did it go?
I feel fine. My powers are back.
Whoa, what? Really? You feel fine?
A
Yeah.
spider form pats your back.
Oh, God.
Zhana, I love you, but please, can you turn back?
So I look at Hildegard, and then I look at the cliff, and then I look at Hildegard.
The ladder's still there.
The spider
Fine.
So what happened? Why did it get fixed?
Is any of you familiar with the name Sharon?
Let me think.
Can we roll?
Yeah, everybody roll!
Okay.
History or
What do I-
religion? Chance! Zhana, Nyla, you kind of have heard tales of a similar story. Sharon, spelled Charon. The ferryman?
I kind of do spider Pictionary. I make like a macrame ferryman.
It's super vague and nobody knows what you're saying because you're using more than 2 arms.
So wait. So
Oh no, I'm using my webbing as pictures.
Sleight of hand, honey.
Thank
And
you.
use the spider's ability for art.
Oh, I know. So that's
I
plus
hope this
three.
is bad. Not because I'm mean, but because I think it's funny.
that would be really funny.
Come on, roll 20.
Ah,
Yeah!
damn it! Damn it! You actually draw a pretty good picture. Man with a long-brimmed hat, standing in a ferry boat, holding a long stick like the Italians.
Like gondola.
Dude, that's really good, Zon. You should do that at parties.
That's the one.
I give a spider thumbs up.
Yeah. I heard of that too.
He explained to me that Barovia is a godless place. The longer I stay here, the further I get from what?
No, nothing. Just, I'm thinking out loud. Sorry. No, keep going.
I mean, I've heard of, you guys have churches, you guys have your own deities. I suppose it's when it gets to gods from the outside, like the Raven Queen. The more I stay here, the further I get from her. And she holds up the lantern.
What's that?
That's pretty.
Yeah. He gave it to me, and I suppose as long as I keep it with me, I'm gonna keep my powers. I can keep you all safe too. I just need to make sure that this light never goes out.
Ooh, we'll keep 2 eyes on that.
Okay. So, what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, he's not exactly doing the same thing that she's doing, but he guides souls into the afterlife. It's very close to what she's been teaching me. So, in a way, even though I don't know him or I don't worship him or anything, we're allies. And as long as I'm here in Barovia, he can help me.
Are you sure he is telling the truth?
That's just very concerning after all. And as points to the sun sword in Zhana's possession, well, Spider Zhana, rather. If what he said was true, then how do you explain the ability for some of these items to still work?
Like I said, you have your own gods here.
I guess. It's just... I get a weird feeling about it. But if you trust it, nothing goes wrong. We're square. Come on, let's head up.
If you think maybe he's shady, let us know, I guess.
I tried to see for myself. I tried to see if he was shady, but he seemed to be telling the truth. There was something familiar about him. And when I had those visions, I could hear his voice, and it felt like I knew it already, but I never met him, but
Tell you what.
felt...
I'll do a little research, alright? Check out who this Sharon is, see what's up.
Alright.
Come on. I'm tired. Let's head to bed.
When I get to the top of the cliff, I drop form.
Well, at least it wasn't a frog, then I wouldn't get anywhere near you.
Oh, well, do you not want me to turn into a frog?
Yeah, why frogs?
Please don't. Don't turn into a frog. I will kick you.
What?
Oh, they're kind of cute.
But why
No,
frogs?
Yeah.
I'm scared of... Never mind, I just keep
Everybody
walking.
stops walking and watches you go, like, what?
So as she walks off, I kind of silently to both Ez and Nyla. Maybe I shouldn't tell her that I can turn into a giant frog.
Oh no, don't do that.
You see a devilish grin kind of come up on Ez's face, and she's like, no, yeah, that's good. Alright, come on. Let's get some shut-eye.
Yeah.
And you all eventually find your way back to sleep. And meanwhile, we come back to Chance and Barwolf, and you over here, Barwolf going, and I said Funyuns! I hardly knew her! They both start laughing.
Oh, that's something. Brings a tear to my eye.
I look at Ezmerelda like, well, I thought you'd invented that joke, you liar.
I thought I did too. It's like, what?
That's not a very good joke, is it?
Oh, looks like my mates are back. Well, Killian, it's been a right pleasure. I'll see you in the morning.
Alright, catch you later, Coleman, and clasps you on the forearm like good old handshake.
That
And
kind of, yeah.
heads off to the tiny hut.
I guess in the meantime, we kind of pulled the wagon up and we've maybe got a little spot to rest.
And you do so, and unless you guys want to talk, this is a safe place. Zhana produces, I assume, another set of good berries, which leaves you all kind of fulfilled, but, empty on the inside. Great way to lose weight. Horrible for satisfaction.
How'd it go? Oh, that's a fancy little a lantern there, yeah? Is that yours?
Yeah, it is now. And she's gonna bring up to speed.
Okay, he kind of bobs his head the whole time. Oh, yeah. And
Actually,
he seems very dubious,
She says it very, very simply because she knows you're not gonna believe or trust anything. So she's just like, yeah, she doesn't give you all the details.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just like, right. And you're better.
Yes, I am.
Good. Hilde, I'm glad for you. I mean it.
She gives you a smile.
Seems pretty, a little more confidently seeing that Hilde is in better spirits. settle in for the night.
Nyla looks pretty worried. She keeps looking over at Hilde and the lantern progressively, but she doesn't say anything.
Do I feel anything from the lantern, or is it just it's fire, like blue fire?
It gives you a strange sense of peace.
Cool.
Like, kind of like people have night lights at night. It gives you a sense of protection, like things are gonna be okay. And everybody who stands in this light and is near Hilde in this blue lantern light, you get that sense of calm. It just helps with the nerves of this place. And for some, with a creative mind, shall we say, the peace of death would be a poetic way to put it. And so then, yeah.
I have a little something. So, for the evening, once again, I think Chance is going to kind of make a little bit of a ritual for this.
All right.
Kind of breaking off on his own for a minute, and turns into 10 minutes. As he looks through his lens, this time, it's a specific place, the place he's been once before, the Blood and the Vine Tavern.
Okay.
Which is the local tavern in the village of Barovia. He's going to kind of try to see if he can visualize outside of it and see that main stretch of road to see what's happened to the village of Barovia.
All right. Your sight gets pulled from you through this tiny little wormhole that your lens kind of nicks and creates from a trick of the light in the fire. And you manifest, and your eye is suddenly in this place, and it wobbles back into focus, and you look around. There it is, that ramshackled old place, the signboard kind of squeaking on a rusty hinge. The door is locked, the lights are doused. You look around the town, there are a series of lights through and through, but the village is empty. Nary a sound. Off in the distance, you've been around town for a while, so you can kind of wander a bit. Off in the distance, you see a weird parade of glowing lights marching up to a dark, terrorizing shadow just on the cliffside overhanging this place. Even the moon casts a shadow on this village. There is no escape from that dreadful place. But you look a little closer. Standing alongside the ghosts, rather sitting on a mounted horse, is a headless man, watching the ghosts march up the hill. His silhouette is completely black. It's hard to tell male, female.
And I think kind of seeing that hill like snap out and kind of come to his senses again, and he's very, very concerned. Then he kind of quietly will stand up and go think about what he's seen, and he'll drift to sleep.
All right.
Back in.
The following morning, you wake up to the sound of, they took it, they did. And these four are managing. Sherry and Tyrion are talking to a Barovian commoner, and the Vistana are laughing and laughing and laughing. And this man is like, oh, like, don't be so troubled by your loss. And the Barovian is like, he won't raise his voice, he won't accuse, but he is certain in his own right that the Vistana stole something, and at just the mention of, accusation, the Vistana are up in riles, loud and boisterous. Sleeping for the night is actually kind of somewhat difficult for some of you who are light sleepers, but you wake up the next morning to this mess. How do you proceed to go about your day?
Should we check what's going on?
It's probably a good idea, yeah.
Excuse me. What happened?
And you come up to this scene. Tyrion turns to you, Zhana, and he's like, well, it seems like the Vistana seem to have lifted a prized trinket from some of our Barovian friends. And the Vistana are like, not true! Not true!
Oh, man.
What was taken?
A pendant. It was a gift from my wife before she passed. It is all I have.
What did it look like?
He describes a delicate silver pendant, and the Vistana are like, "Pa, you listen to these commoners. We are not thieves. Ha ha! No, but Vishalda, you are." And it's like, it's just this mess.
Well, sir, you're actually in luck for today. I actually just recently prepared my spell, so if you want, I can help you find it.
Please.
Okay, so I'll cast locate object.
All right, could you post the... Thank you. This object is not familiar to you. His description is very vague. I will give you that.
Well, then I would ask, can you be a little bit more descriptive? Like the detail, like in filigree. I have to be familiar with it as possible.
And he gives it to you now in detail upon asking. He describes this silver necklace with this, these diamonds and the sapphire inlay. And you get a brilliant picture of it. You cast locate object, and you do feel the object from somewhere over here.
Oh, shit.
And then I'll make a beeline for it, and I'll go right up to there.
The guards stand in your way.
Please move aside.
No, you cannot march into our camp.
The pendant is right there.
The pendant is right there. It belongs to my wife, eh? And the Vistana over here with the flowing black hair kind of shows off her pendant and how beautifully it goes along with her dress.
Look, I want to be civil here. If you're stealing from other people, it's not going to incite cooperation or kinship.
We are not thieves. This one is the thief. He wants to take our riches for himself, huh?
Then how did he describe it so perfectly vivid for me to locate it?
Because I was showing it off last night. I say, look here at what my husband get me, da? And the Vistani are like, da.
Yes,
and the Barovian man is like...
The Barovian camp yes, but the Barovian camp is all the way over here, and your camp is over here.
Da, so how do we
you...
take it, Another one starts to come up upon you.
Zhana, maybe... Zhana, a moment, if you could.
I kind of like grudgingly walk over, still glaring at them.
Yes?
Look, they're not going to budge on that. You know that, right? Whether or not they took it,
But...
I don't know that there's anything we can do about that. Not unless you're prepared to, well, get a little violent. And by little, I mean a lot. He gestures to the whole camp. Over some man's necklace. I mean, look, it's a tragedy. Don't get me wrong. But there's a bigger tragedy at play here, too. Anyway, just think about that. And he'll kind of step back. Allowing Zhana to make her choice. Which I know chases a BRB.
Oh, she's BRB?
But I saw Hilde step forward. What's she doing? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, she just gets a little closer when you took her aside and She might be civil. I'm not. This is your last chance.
Duh, and what are you going to do about it, huh? And some of the Vistana are starting to get up. Stanimir over here, this one, is starting to look around like, oh,
Which one's the one that has the necklace?
This one, over here.
Wait, I don't see. I didn't see that.
This one. But she's over here.
That bitch.
What, are you calling me a liar? Are you calling my wife a liar?
Can I insight check them?
Yes, you're welcome to.
Hey!
Hey, that was really nice.
So here's what goes down. The issue is...
Oh, I wish I could have had that natural 20.
The issue is it's really hard to tell, even with your strong insight. A lot of these people are thieves and liars, but with the way they have the whole camp backing them, and the way the woman is showing off her necklace so precisely, you can tell that something's amiss, but whether they're lying or not, you can't quite get that far.
I look back at Zhana.
So I'm back. I don't know what I missed.
Chance just kind of was like, maybe don't. And then, but he's like, but I'll trust your judgment. And he stepped back. So it's you and Hilde up there, and Hilde is basically like, I'm not. She may be civil, but I'm not. Like, and now people are kind of squaring up a little bit.
And one of the Vistana says, Ezmerelda can speak up for us, and Ezmerelda's just like, no, please. I'm not a part of this. Don't clue me in. And one of the more drunk ones, same guy, unfortunately, is like, what, you not going to defend your family? What are we to you? Dried up rats and then Kirun Simanda Vistana Ezmerelda Ida Davenir, and Ezmerelda rounds on him like Velomachina Kieras Mora Temayara di Virastorno no Mataria, and suddenly everybody's arguing.
I've got an idea. Hey, you lot! Quit your bickering.
Chance roll of persuasion. Hot-blooded Vistana. Going at each other.
Yeah,
Chance, you're in the middle of yelling, hey, you!
Can I try and help him?
You can roll your own.
Yell louder. Okay, sounds good. Like, I've just been Nyla's been kind of watching this, like, what the heck? And okay, sorry.
Nyla, you have this moment where you scream and everybody quiets. So you kind of just, hey, everyone! And everybody stops. Listen to him!
And Chance is like, and he's like fixing his coat. Thank you. You see, my friend Nyla here had an excellent idea. And he gestures to her. That's a mighty fine necklace of yours, she says. And indeed, we're not arguing that it's yours. Only, perhaps, that we've got a little bit of a gambling spirit. And we have some necklaces that we might be able to wager, if you'd like.
Games, you say? Ooh, and some of the Vistana are like, are interested. You wish to have me gamble this prize for something of yours? But this was a gift from my husband.
No, I wouldn't besmirch such a...
No, you said greater. I want to see this greater necklace. And he's like, Das Vidania, my love. Like, she's like, no, hush!
And Chance looks back to Nyla like,
Oh my gosh, you should talk to me about this before.
no, we didn't have time. It's a stolen
bring
necklace
out-
for a stolen necklace. I figured it'd be fair.
Oh my gosh. I'll take out one.
And please
Um,
describe this necklace for me.
Okay. It is silver with a pretty sapphire in it. And it has lots of little carvings around the silver inlay.
That looks exactly like the one I wear.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Dang it. Wait, did you describe it earlier?
Yeah!
Oh no! I must have absorbed it and then just regurgitated it back. I didn't even realize.
So Nyla, what does this necklace look like?
It's too late!
Oh no! Yeah, can I re-describe it, or do you want to just keep it? That's
It's
fine.
what it is.
I
Okay,
mean,
that's
we have more than one necklace, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'll be like, oh, wrong necklace, my bad. And I'll put it back. And I will do another one.
What does
This
this
one-
necklace look like, Nyla?
This one does not look like that.
God.
My God.
Oh my god.
It looks like it's one of those things that has almost 3 separate parts. So you know how there's like a bigger
Yeah,
one in the circle, and then there's like 2 other ones on the side, and it has little like leaves, like metal leaves kind of going up.
All right, what are we working with? Gold, silver,
it
platinum.
is whatever is worth 250 gold. So
Come on, girl, get some creativity in there. Pick me some
I know.
colors.
I didn't want to cheat and be like, it's the most expensive thing ever. It didn't, like work.
Well, whatever
So-
it is, it's worth 250 gold pieces. So
Okay,
feel free
sounds
to
good.
describe it.
This one is gold, and there's a couple of like little rubies in it.
Ooh, gold and rubies.
It's very fancy.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Okay. It's the prettiest. Wave it around. Okay, so 27.
Okay. And the wife goes to the husband. Da, my love, you win this for me. You give me new necklace, you give it to me, yes? And he's like, and you know how Vistana, like, fire and passion are in their blood? They give this googly-eyed look, and he's like, all right. I play your game.
Well, perfect.
Yeah, what game are we thinking of, Chance?
Well, there's only one real game. Makes sense for a matter such as this, I think. Right? So, well, I've got a couple, see? And he kind of rolls up his sleeves a little bit and he says, Well, it's a matter of dice. And he pulls out a pair of 6-sided die. He says, We could do over and under 7, we could do Chohan. But I think for this type of game, maybe we ought to play, well, a nice easy round of pig, right? All about the greed, pushing your luck. What do you say?
Duh, we played this game.
There we go. The rules are simple. We bet these necklaces, right? We roll these dice, just so. And one at a time, we'll roll one die. I'll go first, then you go. Then I go, then you go. Simple, right? You get as much points as you can until you wish to stop. However, if you roll a 1 on the die, you lose. Highest score win. A simple push your luck. What you say?
He strokes his beard. Duh, this should be fun. And all of the Vistani are like, woo! Like they're very intrigued by this game. Meanwhile, the one that was arguing with Ez, like, raises a finger, and Ez leans down and, like, between her teeth, says something to him, and he backs down. And she goes storming off this way.
Well, set up the dice mats. But if we're gonna do this proper, we ought to have a drink. Can't
Oh my
drink all
gosh, I
day
need
if you
a
don't
drink.
start in the morning.
Yes, someone give
And
me a drink
he'll,
right now.
The Vistana welcome you. As soon as you mention drink, it's suddenly like your family. You're all rushed around the campfire. They move. They offer you food. They offer you drinks. Suddenly they're patting you on the back and they're having a great time. And
I'm
this-
totally keeping my eye out for anyone trying to pick my pockets, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For some of the ladies are getting real handsome on you, Chance, and some of the men are like, "Oh hey, pretty lady," like, you know. Roll me perception.
Me?
All of you.
Oh, okay.
What is this garbage? Roll 20.
The scream.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't loud. It was just funny.
All right. And they're gonna roll.
Oh my god.
Chance, how much money do you have?
I had 16 gold pieces, and I had a bunch of electrum pieces.
5 of those 16 gold pieces are gone.
Fair.
Nyla, what do you have on you?
Money-wise, I
Uh,
have
money and
19
items.
gold. Well, I have that necklace, that other necklace I showed off before I realized it was the exact same thing as hers.
Natural
I
one.
have.
It's gone.
Oh no.
That's so sad. Nyla's gonna be so pissed. when she
Hilde,
finds out.
how much money do you have?
I have 25 gold piece.
5 gold pieces are gone. And Zhana, how much money do you have?
27 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces are gone.
Whew.
It's not a definitive steal. You haven't needed to use money yet.
It's true.
So, what do you miss? What do you miss? They pass around the drinks, they laugh, they joke. This one over here seems a little more down to earth, and he talks to you. He welcomes you, asks you for your names.
Sorry, which guy?
This one right here.
Oh, okay, thank you.
He introduces himself. He says, "My name is Stanimir. Very nice to meet you."
Yeah, I'm Nyla. She still seems a little miffed at
I'm
Chance.
Very nice, very nice. On, we played this game.
Well, so we shall. To clarify, the game is pretty simple. It's going to be each person rolling a 6-sided die. They can stop at any point, but when you roll a 1, you bust and you lose. So it's kind of first one to roll a 1. I have proficiency in dice.
So you, what does that mean?
Usually, it's up to you. It's always up to interpretation.
Would you like to play this game for real, or would you like to
Yeah,
do a
for
single roll and have that account for your win?
No. This is an easy game that can be played for real.
Okay, then let's play it for real.
All right.
Winner takes all, eh?
All right. Well, no time like the present. I suppose I'll get it out of the way. What's that? Well, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
If
Chance,
we
you better
tie,
win.
we restart. Savvy? Fair? For instance, if I roll a 1 on my first roll, which I never do, and you were to roll a 1 yourself, we would then restart. However, if you rolled a 2 and you stayed, well, the game is yours.
All right, shall we do this? The Vistana are gonna kind of crowd around and watch. All right,
And he takes
1d6.
side and then just spills it. Oh!
Oh!
Well. I'm afraid, my friend, you've run a spell of bad luck. Well, what is it then? I suppose that necklace will be mine. I'll stay. Unless, of course, you wish to increase your wager somehow.
He thinks about it.
He looks at Nyla like we've already won, but it's his chance just being like, yeah.
And he looks at that pretty blue lantern that Hilde has. How about that thing there?
You stay the fuck away from it.
And his
That
wife
looked
is
like
like,
you kind of
well, that's the
yes.
end of that, I'm afraid.
You've got nothing else to offer yourself.
Well, we do have some things. And the Vistana gladly, they almost like they plan this and they choreograph this. One of the dancers comes up, and on a tray of like Persian brass and gold, she lifts the silk, and on it are several bottles. And he tells you this is Vistana magic. Magic like you, Giorgio, have never seen before. Here we have the cure for almost anything you possess, you desire, you need, you crave. Come, see you here. And he shows you a variety of interesting objects. Let me see. Effectively, he opens the Vistani market to you. He points to one. This one is corpse worm. A centipede-like creature is suspended in each bottle, or in this bottle, of green murky fluid. There's gallows ichor, blood of an innocent hanged man. There's the lawgiver's tears, which is a cure for something. There's moon blood, there's a vial of mist, Vistani elixir, and wolf's eye. And each of these do individually interesting things. You can ask about any of them.
Can I roll insight to see if these are like legit?
They wouldn't have this one. All right, there we go. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, cool.
There's also, in addition,
Can I also turn on that?
another liquid suspended in a beautiful vial, and he says, this also is the way out of the mists. Drink this, and you will find your way out of Barovia.
We're good. We don't need that one.
No. I think you should put that one on.
What? No.
Why
You
not?
pick one.
Okay, I did roll insight though.
You get insight. Vistani magic is tricky. They all look special in their own way, but they also don't look very special, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But they seem very keen on offering one of these to the table, so you kind of gather that there may be a little bit more to these.
Okay.
Same for you, Zhana.
Okay.
Maybe you're less sure about it.
Hey, how long are you planning on gambling, Chance? Let's cut our losses, or not our losses. Let's take the winnings and be done. Just staring at him.
And the woman with the tray says, as she kind of wiggles her hips in a seductive way, Madame Eva made these herself.
Huh? You know.
Da.
Oh, really?
Madam
I've met Madame Eva myself. How is she?
She is there, and she points to this cart.
Oh, she's here.
You do not recognize us, Giorgio? Ah, we know you, but you do not know us.
It's been a really long couple weeks, okay? Sorry.
I've got a suggestion then. An answer. What? We've got another one of those necklaces. Now, those are fancy, fine things, they are. Worth a pretty penny. What about a vial of moon blood and a small cask of whatever liquor it is that you've been pouring up here? Fine stuff, that. Got a proper burn on.
You ask a lot,
Hey, Chance. And I, like, throw my arm around him and I get in so, like, they can't hear. I'm like, hey, I don't like gambling these people's livelihood that we're supposed to give back to them. Why don't you cut it out?
I thought we did all right. I'm on a hot streak. What are you?
No! You're on a hot streak. This is so stupid. Stop. What if you lose? Then what are we gonna do?
Well, I don't know. What do you mean, what if I lose?
What?
No. You've just gone and cursed it, Nyla. Walk away while you've still got legs. He's looking at you like side-eyed, like real, kind of upset. God damn.
Well, you can't gamble what you don't have. I'm literally leaving with those things.
This was your idea, he says loud. What do you mean you're backing off now?
Very much. And he waves a hand like he's done with it. The necklaces are yours, Chance.
Hooray.
I'm rather fucking poor. I don't have anything else I'd give to these. Damn it. I would tell you I would have won.
What, and get some weird bottle of crap? I don't think so. We're fine.
And he kind of walks off. He's pretty mad, but he's had a little bit to drink. So.
Hilde walks out. She still has the bottle with her.
I like to hold my head like, please.
Yeah, I take another swig and hand it to Nyla.
Thank you.
I'm not walking that straight.
Oh, no.
Chance will hand the necklace to Zhana. Here you go.
Thank you. Here you are. Is this it?
And he's like, oh, this is nice, very nice. Thank you, nice lady. And he takes it and he brings it back to some of the Barovians who hunch over it and look over it and kind of squabble over it. And they seem to be doing some weird madness kind of things as they just trace the edges of this beautiful jewel. Like they're all just entranced by it.
I have a question. Can I do like an insight to see if that was actually the first time we saw the jewel?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
What have we done?
So
Zhana, you just fed a drug addict heroin. You don't know if he was telling the truth in the first place.
Oh.
He's got this big ass smile on his face.
I don't remember to tell him.
Aw.
And Killian strides over to you, Zhana, and he, hands in his pockets. Well, I guess that's that. You're ready to go, lass. Or you have another itching for gambling.
I didn't gamble, but I am ready to go. Whenever.
All
But I
right.
look at the party for like any confirmation. It's like, right?
Yep. I'm ready.
Good. We're ready to go.
Oh wait, where's Ez? Is she still gone?
No,
Oh,
she's here.
yeah.
She's just like hands on her hips, foot tapping.
I think she's ready. Let's get a move on, yeah?
Hey, do you want me to hold that other one again?
Sure, yeah. Sure. He's less enthused about it, but he'll give it back. Oh, and there's something you ought to know. Look, I can't explain exactly how, but in the village of Barovia, the headless man's waiting, and he's got an army of sorts.
Huh?
Ghosts marching by the hundreds, even. I don't know.
How do you know that?
Didn't I just bloody say?
What?
The point is, he's not alone. If we're going in here, we should be expecting some trouble.
Okay. Well, we have a bunch of people with us, so.
I think they'll be kind of something like ethereal,
Okay. Like those kids in the house.
maybe ghosts or some such.
Well, I've got a plan
Okay.
if you want to hear it.
Of
Sure.
course.
And Lavinia's like, I still don't think we've been introduced. No, we haven't. Anyways, so here's what.
I go over to whisper. Her name's Ez.
Ez?
Yeah.
And Ez shoots you a look, and Lavinia's like, "Oh, hello, Ez. It's nice to meet you. I'm Lavinia." And
It's easier than hey you. You know what I'm saying?
Ez rolls her eyes and winces, and one of them's gonna roll a history check because they are that person. Well, why is it so stupid dice roller?
I mean, it's a nickname.
Oh wait, there's 4 of them. Excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah, they kind of hear the name. They're like, "Oh, okay." And then Killian's the one that's giving the look. Huh. Anyways. So, what you got here is a bit of an interesting pickle on your hands. Word of mouth says it's some kind of headless horseman. Others say it's, what was it, a Doulahan? Well, I got information on both those things for you.
Okay.
Thing is, we don't know what this thing is capable of. If Chance's story is right, and he does have an army, we should do some reconnaissance before we start going in guns blazing. So, first things first, we need to mark its territory. She starts getting into the ground ahead of you guys and ushers you all to journey around while she kind of draws in this square with the edge of her dagger. We need to chart out its territory. Here's Barovia village, here's where we are now, and the path kind of snakes around like this. There's a river somewhere around here, and I think there's a shortcut we can take. And if we keep lightly to the woods, much as it pains me to suggest, we might have the upper hand on it. Once we mark its territory, it seems we need to travel by day to find a better place to face it. The village is to the southeast. If we get there before it does, we can start stationing up in those houses. Spread our forces, and much as, again, it pains me, this man is mobile. I don't think we're gonna catch it by surprise if we just stand in a group. You catch my 6?
Then who should we divide up to be more on the stealth group?
Well, I don't know Barovia the same way you guys do. You guys have spent a bit longer in there than I have, I reckon. We need to get a layout of the town. We'll divide the groups after we know its size and where we can post up.
Okay.
Just tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Sound good?
I can also help a lot with stealth today, because I still have that one spell I did yesterday.
And I can be invisible, and I keep trying to do that, and then the last time, that tower, I wouldn't let me. So if you ever need me to, be invisible.
Sounds like we have a reconnaissance team. Nyla, Zhana, you take the head when we all post up.
Okay.
Follow my cart, we'll get out of here. Does that sound good with you folk? Well, what did you go by? Twin Mask? And Sherry, of course, is the one to pipe up. She's like, "Oh, it's good and right by us. Yeah, let's get going now. We're wasting daylight, Right. Alright, saddle up. And then starts making her way to the carts. We have 5 minutes left for some last bit of conversation before we call it here.
Are you also traveling through cart as well?
Who do you turn to?
Probably the closest people, so either him or her.
Well, pick one.
Well, since he seems like the leader, I'll probably ask him.
Sure, that's the reason you ask him.
No, that is a legitimate reason. Because he talks the most.
Okay.
Hands on his hips, he turns to you. Well, I'm afraid we didn't travel here by no cart. Use the legs on our... feet on our legs? Legs on our feet. Either way, we walked. So, we might be falling a few steps behind you, unless you got some spare room for us.
Maybe. I think that would probably be a lot easier, but I would have to check with the...
Hold on. And I'll go to Chance, who's the big talker in our group.
Chance, Nyla. The other four, they're traveling by foot. Do you think we should let them ride with us, or?
Do you remember all 4 of them?
Well, we also have Ez's cart, so if we do have people...
Not to mention, you also have Kazan in the back. She gestures to the suit of armor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
We might be able to
probably-
fit them. It's just not going to be comfortable.
Then we might have to have them lag behind us a little bit.
Yogg takes up 2 spaces. Each of you take up 1 space. Your big wagon can hold up to 4 people if there's... with 2 people riding shotgun. And Ez's cart, her cart can hold 2 people if she and another person are riding shotgun.
They can sit on the roof.
There you go.
That won't work.
Aw.
I wasn't being serious.
Oh, I hope you weren't.
She's been drinking.
Then I'll go tell them, unfortunately, we don't have enough room, and I'll apologize to them profusely.
Profusely.
I don't know. It was a long day.
You see Yogg talking to Sherry Sherman in the back. They seem to have cooking in common.
I'm sorry, we don't have enough room. I just checked. I'm sorry.
How much room can you provide?
1 spot?
Hmm.
But I don't know about that, though.
Let's see if we can bargain with some of these Vistana for some of their horses. Maybe on loan.
Maybe, that could work.
You up for a bit of gambling yourself?
Oh, I'm not a big gambler.
Hell, that's a shame. Give me a bit. And he goes up to the Vistana and he starts negotiating. And...
I can't handle pretty men, and I walk back to the cart.
I feel like Nyla's putting away her necklace, and then you just hear her, like, just go,
Yeah, Chance is pretty mad that he couldn't win a horse. Keep gambling.
hey, guess who has a missing necklace in their pack?
Wait, what?
It's me!
I knew look at the stuff.
No, but we won a necklace. No, I didn't.
No, they took one
Oh.
out of my bag. Maybe I can go sneak in and steal.
I am missing some money. Just a little bit, though.
Maybe, Nyla. Maybe that necklace is just gone now. After all, you don't want me to win it back, so
Oh my gosh!
I'm afraid I can't really help you.
Hey, friends.
I mean, if you want to gamble something else, then yeah, go for it. But
Oh, there's
It's
more
just other
gambling!
people's. I mean, if it was like something else, Chance, I wouldn't mind if you kept going. This is like other people's stuff, you know? I'm not gonna like risk other people's stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you need to risk to gain. I bet we could bet this cart and even maybe get another Vardo. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we could have taken everybody's stuff, and then we have nothing to bring back to them.
Well, much as I'd love
We
to...
could have bet Kazna.
Guys, Killian's outside trying to talk to us.
Actually, I'm standing right here, but no, please, I'd love to hear more of this gambling tale.
He likes it a lot, I guess, and he doesn't know what to say no, you know.
You better
That's
put
not
your
true.
money where your mouth is next time we cap a rest. He points to Chance.
Oh, just you wait, laddie.
Oh, like to see that. And he, tips his hat. Well, I talked to the Vistana, I did. Seems like they're willing to part with one horse. I figure if one of you can take Sherry over here. She's a bit of a half-size, she won't take up much room. But if you can escort one of mine, I'll ride with one of the others. And we'll catch the lot of you. You won't stay too far behind.
Sure, that's fine. I don't see why that'd be a problem.
Oh, wait, how far is the journey to Barovia?
If you refer to your maps, you will see that it is kind of far. You'll get there by sunset on horse. Contrary to how you traveled in the past. Barovia is actually pretty big.
Okay.
Oh, and it'll take longer if you follow the road like you did earlier today. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. 5 days later.
Hey, that wasn't just me.
It's all about the salt. You gotta throw down the salt.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll remember that. Hey, if you get some salt and throw it on the ground, then you won't get lost, apparently. It did work.
Yeah, right.
Well, I suppose we can take Sherry with us. That'll probably be a lot easier.
Who's riding with who? Because there is just a problem, you see. She kind of gestures to her dress. It's covered in thorns. He's got heavy armor. Sherry's small. Killian is wearing noble leathers, actually. Somewhat. Just very cleaned up. If I see it, it's right by me. I ride with one of you. Sherry rides with another. Or we ride together in one of your carts. Lavinia, Taryn. Seems like you two are riding together on the horse.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
That'll do. Aye. Kazan, make room.
And he gets up, gets off the cart and gestures for you all on. He's still wearing an apron, by the way.
Chance to this specifically to show off. He kind of looks proud and he's like, yeah, not so bad.
Yeah, and Killian's like, oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Sorry.
The bromance.
Oh yeah.
All right, who's riding with who? Ez looks none too impressed.
I'll ride in the in the same cart as Killian.
All right.
They've got more to talk about. What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's a strange gambling
He's got
stories
to
now.
regale you with tales of the old province to the south. All right, so without even thinking, Chance, you get up into the driver's seat and you and Killian are already talking away. Who's riding with them?
We'll make sure they don't get in trouble. Just go over there.
And Kazan will be right here.
Yep. And 2 more. Yogg will sit with you guys.
And then he fits the other 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
I'm just
I
gonna
guess we
let Hilde
have
decide
Sherry
what to do.
who squeezes in with Yogg, I guess.
Oh yeah, she and Yogg have much to talk about.
Perfect.
All right, and Hilde rides with Ez and Nyla, and then these 2 will follow closely behind on horseback.
Very cool.
Perfect.
And that is where we will leave off for next time on Curse of Strahd.
Yay!